Well, I guess I would preface it by everybody has their own style on this thing. I am not a big like resume guy. Uh, in fact, I often like I would always get them, but I didn't really care. I sort of took the view that if somebody was willing to put that person in front of me, then they must like them. And everybody knew that they were going to have to put people in front of me, so that was actually really useful because they would think twice. Is this really somebody I want to hire? And I largely just asked people like the same set of simple questions, and let's see what they have to say. And you could sort of gauge. I know this is going to sound strange, but after a while, you could gauge the quality of the person just by how long the conversation went. And so if I was talking to like a relatively junior person for like an entry level job, if they had reasonable questions and the conversation would just naturally go 15 minutes or something, and they had kind of interesting, reasonable things to say about themselves and why they were interested, that usually went pretty well. If the conversation went like 5 minutes, if you ask them if they have any questions and they say no, I'm like, give me a break, come on. So there was just very simple things that I did. And I think when you ask the same set of questions to like 700 or 800 people over time, I think you start to get a sense of what good sounds like and looks like. And so I kind of gauged it by how well the conversation went, how intelligently people were able to answer questions that were simple. And when you give them open-ended questions, how do they weave in kind of their own personal story and weave in questions about the business and are engaging.